What really makes a game perfect? Is it the kind of story that keeps you glued to the screen for hours? Gameplay so addictive you forget to blink? Or characters so vivid they stay with you long after the credits roll? Today, we're counting down 10 games that didn't just impress, they nailed every single detail. Critics gave them a flawless 10 out of 10, and players are still compelling them and talking about them. But here's the thing, this list wasn't easy to make. We had to cut out some incredible titles. So if your favorite doesn't make the list, stick around till the end. You just might hear it mentioned. Let's jump into the top 10 games that actually scored a perfect 10 out of 10. Starting with a game that went from total disaster to total domination. Number 10, Cyberpunk 2077. When Cyberpunk 2077 first dropped, it was a punchline. Glitches, crashes, broken quests. It looked like a game that would go down in flames. But what followed was one of the most impressive comebacks in gaming history. Today, Cyberpunk 2077 is a stunning, fully realized RPG. Night City feels alive, a neon-drenched playground filled with branching storylines, rich side quests, and some of the best character writing in the genre. And at the center of it all, Johnny Silverhand, brought to life by Keanu Reeves in a performance that somehow manages to be both chaotic and heartfelt. What really makes it apart now is choice. You can hack, sneak, or go full guns blazing. Every mission has multiple ways to approach it, and no two playthroughs are ever the same. The Phantom Liberty expansion only pushed it further, proving that this wasn't just a redemption story, it was a reinvention. Cyberpunk 2077 went from failure to flawless, and that earns it a place on this list. But what if you want a game that nails that superhero fantasy without all the bugs? Number 9, Marvel's Spider-Man. If Cyberpunk showed us how far a game can come, Marvel's Spider-Man proved what happens when a game gets it right from day one. From the moment you swing into Manhattan, you're hooked. Insomniac nailed the web-swinging mechanics. It's not just movement, it's freedom. Every rooftop, alley, and skyscraper feels like your playground. But this isn't just about fast travel and flashy combat. What sets Marvel's Spider-Man apart is the emotional weight behind the mask. Peter Parker's story hits just as hard as his punches, balancing hero duties with real-world problems, relationships, and heartbreaking choices. Combat is fluid, cinematic, and satisfying, mixing gadgets, acrobatics, and brutal takedowns. The city responds to your actions, and even side missions are packed with character and heart. It's not just the best Spider-Man game, it's one of the best superhero games of all time. A perfect balance of fun, emotion, and spectacle. But what if you traded the streets of New York for a world where you can go literally anywhere? Number 8, The Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild. Forget everything you know about open worlds. Breath of the Wild didn't just rewrite the rules, it burned the whole rulebook. From the second Link awakens, you're dropped into a vast, beautifully ruined version of Hyrule, and the game just lets you go. No markers, no hand-holding, just you, the wild, and your curiosity. You can climb anything, glide anywhere, and tackle the final boss whenever you want, if you're brave enough. The physics-based puzzles, genius. The weather system completely changes how you approach the environment. And the shrines, hundreds of bite-sized challenges that test your mind and mechanics in fresh ways. What makes Breath of the Wild a 10 out of 10 isn't just what it offers, it's what it inspires. Wonder, exploration, experimentation. It trusts the player in a way few games ever have. But what happens when a game trades wonder for something darker and drenches it in blood? Number 7, Bloodborne. If Breath of the Wild is a dream, Bloodborne is a nightmare, and one you'll never want to wake up from. Set in the twisted, plague-ridden city of Yharnam, you're thrown into a world of beasts, madness, and cosmic horror. You're not just fighting for survival, you're unraveling a terrifying mystery buried beneath layers of blood-soaked lore. Combat is fast, relentless, and unforgiving. You don't hide behind a shield here.
You strike first, dodge with precision, and transform your weapon mid-fight for devastating combos. Every enemy encounter feels like a test of nerve and skill, and every victory feels earned. The Gothic architecture, haunting soundtrack, and cryptic storytelling all blend into a world that's as disturbing as it is mesmerizing. And the deeper you go, the weirder and more unforgettable it gets. Bloodborne isn't just a game, it's a fever dream brought to life. But From Software wasn't done crafting perfection just yet. Number 6. Elden Ring. What do you get when Dark Souls meets an open world and George R.R. Martin helps build the lore? You get Elden Ring, and it's nothing short of legendary. From Software took their brutal, rewarding gameplay and dropped it into a world so massive and mysterious it feels endless. You play as the Tarnished, wandering through shattered kingdoms, cursed castles, and forgotten catacombs, each more dangerous and beautiful than the last. There's no set path, no forced direction, just raw discovery. You might stumble upon a hidden boss 20 hours in, or 2 hours in, and that boss, probably one of the most brutal, bizarre, or brilliant you've ever faced. Combat is deep and customizable, encouraging creativity and mastery. Want to dual-wield katanas? Go for it. Summon spirits? Cast ancient spells? Fight on horseback? It's all up to you. Elden Ring isn't just about defeating monsters. It's about earning your place in a world that wants you dead. Now let's shift from fantasy to something more grounded and far more personal. Number 5. God of War 2018. This wasn't just a reboot, it was a reinvention. God of War 2018 took Kratos, once the angriest man in gaming, and gave him something new: depth. Now a father, haunted by his past and struggling to guide his son Atreus through a brutal Norse world, Kratos became human, and the story hit like a hammer. The one-shot camera? Immersive. The Leviathan axe? Instantly iconic. The world? A mix of mythology, mystery, and jaw-dropping beauty that begs to be explored. Combat is weighty, strategic, and cinematic. Every encounter feels handcrafted. But what really makes this game a perfect 10 is how it blends action with emotion. One minute you're fighting gods, the next you're navigating fatherhood, grief, and legacy. God of War proved that video games can tell stories as powerful as any film or novel, and then back it up with some of the best gameplay of the decade. But what if you want a story that's even more devastating and even more human? Just wait till you see what's next. Number 4. The Last of Us. Few games leave you speechless when the credits roll. The Last of Us is one of them. Set in a world devastated by a fungal outbreak, this isn't just a zombie survival story. It's about two people, Joel and Ellie, navigating a world that's lost everything while slowly finding something worth saving. Every moment is drenched in tension. The gameplay mixes stealth, scavenging, and brutal combat, not for fun, but for survival. You'll feel every bullet, every hit, every heartbreaking choice. But what elevates The Last of Us to a perfect 10 is its emotional depth. It's raw, honest, devastating. Joel and Ellie's relationship isn't just well-written, it feels real. You watch them break, heal, and become something like family, even if it costs them everything. The haunting music, the desolate world, the moral ambiguity, it all sticks with you long after the controller's down. This isn't just one of the best video game stories, it's one of the best stories, period. But now, let's shift from heartbreak to high fantasy, where choice is everything and the world bends around your decisions. Number 3. Baldur's Gate 3. In a world full of scripted stories and fixed outcomes, Baldur's Gate 3 said, "You decide what happens." Built on the rules of Dungeons & Dragons, this game gives you total control. Your choices shape everything: who lives, who dies, who betrays you, who falls in love with you. Every dialogue, every battle, every branching path, it all adapts to you. The turn-based combat is deep, flexible, and surprisingly cinematic. You can shove enemies off cliffs, set the battlefield on fire, or charm your way out of conflict entirely. There's no right way to play, just your way. But where Baldur's Gate 3 really shines is in its characters. Every companion has a rich backstory, strong motivations, and real emotional weight. Your party isn't just along for the ride, they're reacting to your decisions, evolving with you, and sometimes turning against you. With jaw-dropping visuals, unforgettable moments, and hundreds of hours of content, this isn't just an RPG, it's a lifestyle. But if you want something even more massive, more cinematic, and more American, there's only one place to go.
Number 2. Red Dead Redemption 2. This isn't just a video game, it's a living, breathing world. Red Dead Redemption 2 drops you into the boots of Arthur Morgan, an outlaw caught between loyalty and morality as the Old West dies around him. But this isn't just about gunfights and train heists. It's about regret, identity, and what it means to live with the choices you've made. Every inch of the world feels alive. Deer sprint through forests, strangers call out from the road, storms roll in like real weather. Your actions change how people treat you. Your beard grows, your clothes get dirty, your gang evolves. The emotional weight? Unmatched. Arthur isn't a blank slate. He's layered, conflicted, and heartbreaking. By the time the credits roll, you're not just mourning a character, you're mourning a life. The gameplay is cinematic, the writing is top tier, and the attention to detail borders on obsession. This isn't just Rockstar's magnum opus, it's one of the most emotionally powerful experiences gaming has ever seen. But before we ride off into the sunset, one final game earns the #1 spot, not just for what it built, but for how it changed everything. Number 1. The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. Some games are fun, some are beautiful, but The Witcher 3, it's a world you live in. You play as Geralt of Rivia, monster slayer for hire, navigating a war-torn land filled with political backstabbing, mythical beasts, and morally gray choices that will haunt you hours later. But here's the twist. Even the smallest side quest feels meaningful. A missing person turns into a tragic love story. A contract to slay a beast uncovers a town's darkest secrets. It's storytelling on a level few games even attempt, and The Witcher 3 nails it every time. The world is massive, alive, and stunning, from the swamps of Valen to the blood-drenched Isles of Skellige. The combat? Deep and flexible. The characters? Flawed, layered, unforgettable. And then there's Blood and Wine, an expansion so good it could have been its own game. With its blend of rich lore, impactful decisions, and emotional storytelling, The Witcher 3 didn't just set the bar, it became the benchmark for what an RPG should be. This is the gold standard, the masterpiece, the perfect 10. Which game would you rank as a perfect 10? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you don't miss the next list of gaming legends. Until next time, keep playing masterpieces.